Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, it's time for the entertainment news. We start off with this. Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter are officially divorced. Yes, talk show host Wendy Williams and her estranged husband, Kevin Hunter, are now officially divorced. According to court documents, the ex-couple will get to share their properties, which they both got as a married couple. The document also states that Wendy will remain the sole owner of a production company, and all of Kevin's shares in the business will be transferred to her. However, she will still pay for Kevin's health insurance and will maintain a $1 million life insurance policy that will go to him in the event of her death. The New Jersey house Wendy and Kevin put up for sale is eventually going to be split equally after it's been sold, while Wendy gets to keep their house in Florida where her mom resides, and Kevin gets to keep the proceeds from another house he owned and recently sold in New Jersey. Wendy Williams, who shares a son, Kevin Jr., with a now ex-husband, filed for divorce in April 2019 after Kevin Hunter fathered a child out of wedlock with his mistress during their 21 years of marriage.
Yeah.
So right about now, it's officially done and dusted.
I'm happy for her because she filed for divorce, and I'm happy because I know how long the process can take sometimes. At least I've seen cases in Nigeria where it takes so long. So
why though?
I don't know.
Because I think that it can actually be fast. I think it's just a Nigerian thing.
I think our justice system, the way that
sucks.
Court cases go here, it's so annoying. And so to know that this happened in less than a year for them, it's great. I know when we were talking about this story earlier, someone was saying how, oh, I hate divorce and all that, but I'm learning to accept that it's going to be a part of life, and this case is even peculiar. I can't even use my mouth to tell her that she should have stayed, because this wasn't the first time that we were hearing that, you know, her husband was having mistresses and all that.
But you know, one thing came to mind. This is one story that you're very familiar with, like we have heard about it. But just as Ojo was reading it, I was like, but you know, in Nigeria, some people know that their husbands cheat. They're like serial cheaters. Or cheats, and then they still stay.
Yeah.
And some people will tell you that when you leave, you're moving for the side chick to come in, and
come in, no, that's your business.
and it's not only that. Some people would say that. Do you trust all men? Like maybe 99%.
The one you are going
to
too.
Do you know? Do you understand? So some people would rather just stay, and well, what works for you might not work for the other person. What the other person can take, you might not be able to take, and all that. But in the long run, I don't know whether it's still a man's world.
I think this is where I have to agree about what you can take is what you can take. There are people who can't stand it and they peace out. There are people who are like, look, don't bring it to me, I'm okay. I know this, like I was saying earlier, this isn't the first time for Wendy, so maybe it was getting too much for her sanity.
Yeah.
And she talks a lot about people's lives. So people are now like, Auntie, you know,
and inside your own family.
So I liked what you just said now, because I understand that she was even taking drugs at some point to help her life. And you know, they would come to her, the medics would come to her, and she'll be like, I'm a very popular person, please do not let this thing get out and all that. So I think she's been dealing with a lot of stuff, and she just wants to get this over with. Did you read about Wendy farting on our show?
Yeah, she was trying to hide it, but it came out.
But what is it? Is it not when I was
it's another person that does that. Wendy will tear that person apart.
Somebody
somebody farted in front of you
in front of me, was making me up and did it and said that.
Wow, you will cast it.
Yes, because I wasn't happy about it. And I had to run. And can you imagine?
Are you trying to figure out who it's
today?
Yes. So the thing is, when you talk about pollution, air pollution is that too. My personal space is my personal space.
So should she have farted on her show? What do you think? Because the person that
because I think that this one would have been something that you did not plan. Like, do you understand?
But like, the person who was doing your makeup said it wasn't planned.
You know that person. Okay, moving on. Oh God, I have suffered today, but God has put an end to it. If you got a good woman, please let her know. That's according to P.Diddy. Music mogul P.Diddy is urging fans to embrace their loved ones after he shared an emotional tribute to his ex and mother of his children, Kim Porter. He shared a picture of Kim Porter on his IG page with the caption, "If you get a good woman, please let her know. Tell her as soon as you can. Make sure she knows. Make sure she feels it. Honor her, cherish her, because the special ones are rare and few, and everyone doesn't get a second chance. Let the one you love know today. right now. At Lady KP, I would honor you forever. Diddy and Kim Porter's relationship began in the 1990s, and the off and on relationship, which never led to marriage, resulted to the birth of 3 biological children. Kim Porter passed away in November 2018 as a result of pneumonia. May her soul continue to rest in peace. So I saw this yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it as well, yeah. And then I went on her page and I was just stalking.
I wanted to go on her page.
Yeah.
I wonder why I did not. So when I saw the story again today, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
I really want to know what the page looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe some people took over afterwards
It's
or
still,
something.
no, it's still the same. I think her last post was in 2018. But obviously there were a lot of reactions in the comment section, as you guys can imagine. But I don't know, because they dated on and off, and then they seemed like they had a cordial thing going because they have children together, so they found a way to make it work. But I'm just like, although I guess maybe it's now he realizes that she was a good woman, but this realization, is it that you're a good woman and I didn't end up
I lost the
you?
chance. I lost the chance,
or is
number
it that
one.
while you were alive, I didn't tell you enough that I appreciated?
So this came to mind, and I think that it's a thing of, these days, I don't know, I think it's another movement. People are saying that they can be partners without getting married. So I maybe it was a mutual thing that they did not end up getting married. But that thing about, telling somebody you love them, I hope it is not the case of after, dating someone and maybe you now see things, your eyes are now open, then you're now having some regrets, but you don't want to call them regrets. So you're saying that, oh, tell them, let them know that you love them and all that, or then you start wishing that maybe some things happened.
Yeah.
I think that we should just respect people. Like, we should just respect, whether they are your wife, children, husband, anybody, just respect them. And if you like something about them, do not hesitate, because tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
So you like OJ's shirt, tell OJ, even if OJ sucks and will not say thank you, just still say it. OJ, your t-shirt is nice.
But I think that was the point of it. Maybe it's not even about whether he regrets not marrying her.
But they dragged him.
Yeah?
They dragged him.
Of course they dragged him.
Some really loved it, but some majority dragged him. Like, oh, now after you've been, you were with her, but you were jumping from one woman to the other. Now you've realized your mistake. You're not coming here and before me.
For almost 10 years.
You'd not even married that. You'd not married that one. So what are you doing? What are you saying?
It's very funny, Sha, because we are human beings at the end of the day. So I think that people jump from one person to the other does not really mean that they don't still love the one they love. I'm just saying, not an excuse for people to cheat, but I'm just saying that because we are just human beings.
Angulo.
At least I've learned one or two things.
But yeah, I agree 100%. I appreciate the people in your life, man. No matter what, whether it's for marriage or not, just let them know how you feel. All right, moving on to our final story. Grammy plans special tribute for Nipsey Hussle. Yes, late rapper Nipsey Hussle is expected to be posthumously honored on Sunday during the Grammy Awards ceremony. According to the Recording Academy, he will be honored with a star-studded musical tribute featuring John Legend, Kirk Franklin, DJ Khaled, Meek Mill, Roddy Ricch, and YG. Speaking as regards the tribute, Grammy's executive producer Ken Elrich said, and I quote, "An activist, entrepreneur, and rapper, Nipsey Hussle had a lasting impact on not just his community, but also the culture at large. There is no denying the influence he had, and his legacy will be felt for generations to come. We're honored to bring together this amazing group of artists to celebrate Nipsey's life and pay tribute to his many contributions to music. It's sure to be a memorable performance." Now, aside the tribute, Nipsey Hussle is also up for 3 posthumous awards, which include Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song for Racks in the Middle, and of course, Best Rap Song Performance for Higher. 33-year-old Nipsey Hussle, in case you don't know, was shot to death outside his Los Angeles clothing store in March 2019. I think Nipsey Hussle's case is a classic case of, I think the hip-hop culture abroad, they always respected and recognized him, but I think like outside the States, it's a case of like after you passed on, a lot of people are now getting to know you more, and like honestly, the fame has really tripled since his passing, and so it's really nice. It's nice that they're doing this. And
so it's nice, but then again, must it be that until the person passes? I don't know. Maybe we're going to liken it to the case of when you're alive, people are not reaching out to you, and then once you pass, you see people using your pictures and all of those. It still boils down again to like appreciating people, appreciating their craft, even if you don't like their person, but you like what they do. You know, we talk about Burna Boy and we say that, well, his attitude might not be like 100, but then is his craft good? Can you just take his craft away from his attitude and just love his craft for what it is? Saying like
that's a very interesting angle, Sha. I do wonder if he were alive. Of course, I know that if he
would
were
be
alive,
nominated for those 3 categories in the Grammys in the first place.
Yes,
so that he would have been nominated.
Nah.
No, I don't think he would have, and I think the only reason he's being nominated now is because the people listening to his music have
more, more sales.
So that's why he's now considered for it. But
wow.
yeah.
Do we even know what happens when we die? I don't know whether these things cross your mind, but you know, like, does it cross your mind that, as people say, people have different stuff about the dead, like they can see you. Some people say when you're dead, you're dead. So if when you're dead, for instance, and then it's being celebrated, and he cannot feel anything, he cannot see anything. How about that? I don't know whether this is weird, but I'm sorry.
Crazy stuff. But I guess it's also good that it's happening, because if it wasn't happening, people would be saying, you're not celebrating black community. So I'm glad that, you know, it's happening.
And I'm looking forward to the performance itself. Yes, he had a song with DJ Khalid and
John Legend.
John Legend before he passed away. And of course, them, Roddy Ricch, YG, Kirk Franklin.
It's going to be epic. I'm going to stay up for that.
Yeah,
and it's going to be emotional.
Yeah.
I've just signed it out on Sunday. Into Monday. There's no sleep.
It's
the Grammys!
Okay, so I will go into something about it. Oh, wow. All right, guys, so that's the end of the entertainment gist.